Yeah. It's a little brighter in here than usual. Gonna have to smoke it out a little extra. This jet light, don't scrub, you block that. Flow rugs in the Porsche, I'm out front and got my top back. Label me an author, co-founder of lifestyle rap. Watching these niggas borrow game, not acknowledging where they got that. Though I fall back, let them run with that. Consider those my rebel kids, slashing with they father figure when they know they won't be just like him. Where might I have been without my pen? Scribble about what I done with them girls that I took home last night. Chevys I sat on top them rims. I'm good in front of that camera lens. Weed smoke when my video spins. At our house, rolling up in her bar shorts. My mafia bitch, plotting up, counting up. Going for it cause I go and get it. So you liable to see her with me. My pocket fat, my tie skinny. Loud pack, got a loud engine. 80 large, all Benjamins vacationing. 2 nights spending, I ain't tripping. Fool, I know how to get that bag. Homie, my triple O showed me that. Same day show me how to roll them zags. And my reputation proceeds me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D, going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it for TV. And my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D, going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it. I do it like I'm doing it.
You know I do it like I'm doing it for dude. Watch your shoes, ostrich, you know what time it is. Like 2 watches, my reputation, detonation, no destination. I separated, elevated, get salutation. I'm seldom seen in forest green for a machine. Dirty South with that engine clean and that pussy clean. Criminal thing, a criminal mind. I got a pocket for that presence, I'm gonna bring them alive. Ride a shotgun, with that K on the side. Bitches that I'm done with, let them lay on the side. Clock on your mind, I'm ahead of your time. You blow, transform like Optimus Prime. Diamonds on, diamonds off. Shorty ass kinda soft. Tattoos, lip gloss, pockets on, Rick Ross. Ooh, I'm fantasizing the tantalizing experience. Bitches like photography, I just take a
and my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D, going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it for TV. And my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D, going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it. I do it like I'm up in this 442 on them button rims. Somewhat a pimp. All them gangster bitches fuck with him. Bring in. When records wasn't really, and they was in love with him. To see him ballin' is like drugs to them. Mama calling for that jet to put a reservation in. Ain't concerned where she going, long as she stay with him. They be seeking that foundation, stable niggas with paper. I'm all that, but I'm stingy. You ain't right now one of these raps in love. I'm so serious, you might get high from hearing it. Get stupid fly at any event. Spray some ozium in that vent. Bring them hoes and tell them shake that shit. Send my jail niggas flicks, we live it. She love it in the kitchen. In the oven, man, it's just like this nigga breaking their back, trying to take care of them. We get high, we laugh at them. I swear ain't no comparing them to no nigga in my area. This jet like no playtime. We cut them hoes, you carry them. And my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D, going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do it like I'm doing it for TV. And my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D, going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it. I do it like I'm hell. I swear, she can that paper. I'm rolling, I'm stuck, you ain't ringing bell. You ready some love or some serious? You might get half in the end. Yeah.
Well, trying to do too many things at one time. Let me drop this here. And peace. We gonna get this started in just a second. So I wanted to have a discussion with the brother Black Jesus Minister. I was watching a show a few days ago, and he made the claim that that the Bible traditions, oral traditions, the creation story, etc., originates with the Twa people of Africa. I have to call you back, man. Yeah, it originates with the Twa people from Africa. So that's what we're gonna build on. I'm about to send a brother a link. So while I do that, just give me another second because I also need to share the show. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on the commercial for from Spirits to Pens, Volume 2, a historical survey of the minds of African warrior scholars. So just bear with me. We're gonna get this started. I'm gonna send the brother the link so we can get into it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the books is in. The books are in. Yep. They're in. They're here.
Yeah, so I'm about to pass the brother the link. And while I wait on him to come in, I'll play his video. The video that he dropped this premise on. So let's see. Trying to peel out on them little ass tires. Okay. Hold on. We getting there. Hold on, man. Where's this shit at? All right, let me try this. Hold on 1 second, man.
What's happening?
Peace, bro. Yeah, so I was just about to play a video while I was waiting, but you are here now. So
No, go ahead and play the video, brother. Give me some advertisement, bro. Appreciate you.
all right, hold on. Let me see.
You been live for 10 minutes already?
You said, have I been live for 10 minutes already?
Yeah. I'm looking at the corner. It says live, and it's 10 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yeah, I had to share the show and all that shit. My computer started moving slow. Yeah, you ain't missing nothing though. Gotcha. Boom. So we gonna throw this up on the screen. Here we go.
I got a Randy Roof. People let the name run their relationship.
Eden's story. This is where we get our Bible from.
Did you hear him? This is
the oldest tribe on this earth are the Pygmies, right? And they have an Adam and Eve story. They have an Exodus story. They have a Garden of Eden story. This is where we get our Bible from.
Did you hear him? This is where we get our Bible from. And he's proud to say that. Don't even know what he's talking about. Don't even know what he's talking about, y'all. He's proud to say that. Don't even know that he have cut himself. He cut the Hebrews, right? Because the Hebrews tell you, oh, them damn stinking ass Africans. The hell with them Africans. Come to find out, you get your goddamn creation story from the Pygmy people. This is crazy. We'll bring on that it was the Pygmy, it was the Twa who had the story way before the Bible. It was the Twa who had the story of the Adam and Eve story way before King James. Would you like to add on to some of that, sir? And then I explain to the people that it was Black Jesus Minister who have taken the credit of teaching Jeremiah this trick. And I would like to pass the mic to you, my brother, for opening. Let you see what you want to say about that. Do you agree with Jeremiah Judah that it was the Twa, that it was the Pygmy, that it was the Hausa that came up with these stories first, brother?
Absolutely, dear brother. So I know that you are a busy man, and perhaps you have forgotten that that it has been myself, Black Jesus Minister, the Ecclesiastes 3 Christian, as I have introduced myself as the Pan-African, Babylonian, Akkadian, Sumerian, Kemetic, Israelite Christian. I have been identifying myself as all of these for 7 years, and here when I first came on Sarnetta Studio. And in my first or second show here and appearance on Sarnetta Studios, either during the first one or my first debate, which was with Brother Anka Keck, Robert West, the Real Black Atheist, that I then introduced and reiterated that it is African monotheism, that Christianity is African monotheism, which stem and came from the Bantu Pygmy Twa, which is the oldest African people on the planet, where all of us come from. And they were religious, and they worship a supreme being. Pygmy Twas all over the world worship a supreme being, and a couple of those supreme being names are Komba, Komba, Bembe, Bembe, Kanu. Kanu is the supreme deity, was one of the supreme deity names in Kemet that evolved from the Pygmy Twa all the way up to Kemet. And Ptah. Ptah is an original Bantu Pygmy Twa name for the supreme god that also was passed on to their children, the Nubians and the Kemetic people. And as I have said many times here on Sarnetta Studios, that Christianity is African monotheism that comes from the Bantu Pygmy Twa, which is the oldest African religion, older than Buddha, older than the Kemetic faith. It is Bantu Pygmy Twa African monotheism. And I am proud to have taught this for 7 years, and that my brother Jeremiah Judah has received this truth as I endeavor to continue to unite all Black people of all of our faiths. And this is why I strive and strove to become the debate champion of the world and the planet, because Brother Black Jesus Minister is going to use this platform to bring our people together. Look at my logo.
All right, brother.
Black Jesus Radio. Let me say this real quick. 30 more seconds. Black Jesus Radio. The ultimate unity of Kemetics, Israelites, Christians, Muslims, etc. Why? Because it is all African brothers and sisters.
All right, brother, your time is up, man.
Facebook Shop, connecting people with your business.
All right, bro. So basically, what you're saying is the biblical tradition and the creation story, if I'm correct, comes from the people of the Twa.
Absolutely. All African spirituality comes from the Twa people, bro.
So how do you substantiate that?
How do I do what? How do I substantiate that, brother?
Yeah.
Well, you can start by going to authorities. I never claimed to be an authority. I'm a student. I'm a perpetual student. And even us quote unquote authorities would also call themselves students of history or students of whatever it is that they have dedicated their lives to. There was a very important and pivotal interview that I had with the great Dr. James Smalls, who is indeed an authority. Are you familiar with Dr. James Smalls, brother?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I had the opportunity and the privilege to do an interview with him on Sarnetta's program, and we spoke on that very thing. And I stated to him, I said that Dr. Smalls, I believe that the Bantu Pygmy Twa are indeed the beginning of all African spirituality and the basis of African monotheism. And when I stated that, I did not know what his response was going to be. That was my my second time speaking to him. I did get a chance to speak to him some years before that. I don't even know if he even remembered, but I only spoke to him briefly. But this was my first opportunity to really talk with him in depth. And he confirmed everything that I said regarding the Bantu Pygmy-Twa, and took it even further because he is a historian and an authority. And as a matter of fact, everything else that I asserted to him in regards to my journey of understanding who we are and how important we are as Black people, and that we are the original man and that everything came from us. Dr. Smalls, who is not a Christian and is not in any way, shape, or form agreeable. Well, I won't say agreeable, but I would say very close to the Christian religion. He agreed with everything that I said. He confirmed everything that I said and purported in that interview, and gave him an opportunity to deny or challenge anything that I stated. And that was a very high privilege and high honor on my behalf. And so I would just refer all of you to that interview. You can go to my YouTube channel at Black Jesus Radio, Black Jesus Radio, all one word, as you guys are looking here on the screen, and this live stream. That is the name and the location of our YouTube channel, Black Jesus Radio, all one word. Go there and subscribe, and just type in the search bar, Dr. James Small interview, and you will see that. Or you can go to Sarnetta TV and see that same interview to confirm what I just told you. And there are other people who have confirmed what I say. For example, there's a book by a PhD professor who is African by the name of Dr. Nana, N-A-N-A, Darkwah, D-A-R-K-W-A-H, Banchi, B-A-N-C-H-I-E. And he wrote a book entitled, Africans Wrote the Bible. Africans wrote the Bible. And on that cover, you will see a picture of the Ankh. And why did this African brother write, a PhD brother, write a book that is entitled Africans Wrote the Bible? And he has the symbol of the Ankh on that book, because when you go to the Bible itself and you read Isaiah 19:24-25, Isaiah 19:24-25, okay, God is speaking to the prophet Isaiah, and Isaiah repeats exactly what God says. The God of the Bible and the God of our African Bible, who is El Elyon, the Canaanite deity, the African God, El Elyon. El said, the Most High said, which is the meaning of El Elyon, said that Egypt is my people. The God of the Bible said that Egypt is his people. Should there be any confusion about who Egypt is? There shouldn't be any goddamn confusion about who Egypt is, okay, and who the Egyptian people. And there's no goddamn confusion in that scripture, Isaiah 19:24-25, from the prophet Isaiah, from the mouth of God, where it says, the scripture starts off saying, and God said, and the Lord of hosts saying, blessed be Egypt, my people, Assyria, the work of my hands, and Israel, my inheritance. So on those things and many other PhD authorities, and in the authority of the scripture itself, brother, with understanding and unambiguous reading and understanding of the scriptures, asserts and affirms and confirms everything, dear brother, that I just stated.
Okay, so hold on, let me share my screen 1 second. Hopefully we all see the screen. This is called Argument from Authority, or some people call it appealing to authority. An argument from authority, also called appealing to authority, argumentum ad whatever that is a form of argument in which an opinion of an authority on a topic is used as evidence to support an argument. Some consider that, it is used in a cogent form if all sides of a discussion agree on the reliability of the authority in the given context. Other authors, however, consider it always to be a fallacy to cite an authority on a discussed topic as the primary means of supporting an argument. So I'm one of these last ones. I'm one of the ones that consider it to always be a fallacy to cite an authority on a discussed topic as the primary means of supporting an argument. So for me, I need evidence, an argument from an authority is not good enough because we both know that authority could be wrong. I love Brother Smalls. I love Brother Ben and all the other greats that have came before me. I'm not saying I'm anywhere no better than any of them, but I need demonstration. So can you do that for me?
Can I demonstrate what to you, brother?
Can you demonstrate how the Twa religion evolved into or how it's the same? You can show the similarity, like what is the same about it for you to even say that?
Well, first of all, dear brother, if you really take time to understand what you're saying, that you end up categorizing yourself as the latter in reference to that authoritative definition that you showed, you need to realize how stupid that is, brother. When you realize how stupid that is to be the other and how unorthodox and dumb that is, and I'm not talking about you, brother. I'm not trying to belittle you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to shake you to make you think, because dumb nigga it's time for dumb nigga and stupid nigga to go in the, you need to put that in the trash. Okay? Dumb nigga, stupid nigga, retarded nigga. We got to put all that stuff in the trash, because if we don't sit up here and stop being stupid, dumb, and ignorant, bruh, white people are going to always continue to be on top and will be the leaders of industry and will be the leaders of science and will be the leaders of our religion that we gave them, brother, and the science that we gave them, because we want to afflict ourselves with dumb niggerism that came from our recent heritage of slavery and colonialism that it forced us to be uneducated and forced us to be illiterate and uneducated and illiterate in our thinking. Okay, now let me show you how stupid and dumb that is, brother, for you to consider yourself to be the other, to go along with such a dumbass paradigm. I'm not talking about you, brother. I'm talking about what you choose to gravitate to without thinking. And this is this is the result of slavery and being a slave-minded individual that continues to allow white supremacy to be on top and to kick you in your ass and to kick our ass as a people. Okay. Now, brother, the authorities say, brother, that the earth is round, bro. That's the authorities all over the world, bro. Okay.
We're not talking about that.
Excuse me?
We're not talking about that, though.
Bro, I'm using it as an example, though, bro. The authorities, bro. Let me finish, brother, please, bro.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying to you, brother, the authorities, and these authorities ain't no dumbass people that just sit around and piddle with their opinions, brother. Authorities, for the most part, especially if they are PhDs and members of scholarship and academia, brother, these people do research, and research is not what we little silly willies think that research is, where you just go around and read some damn books. The very foundation of research, brother. Now that is also a type of research, but to become an authority, to become a scholarly, academic, certified authority, brother, it encompasses what is called field research. Have you ever heard that term before, brother? field research, bro?
Of course.
Okay, what does field research mean, bro?
I mean, you're doing research in the field. So
That's right.
Can we
Yeah,
get
now,
to? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going somewhere and I'm coming back, brother. Believe me, trust me, brother. I'm not trying to run. I'm making you think. I'm making you and everybody that's going to listen to this show to think, because it is time up and time out for stupid, dumb niggas. You know what I'm saying? Thinking. And I'm not calling you that, bro. All right, but I'm calling this situation that. So now again, brother, field research means that somebody who literally goes out in the field, goes out where the situation is at, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they and you can think about archaeology or anthropology or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Any science field, you are actually going to that very thing, and you're putting your hands on it, you digging it up, you touching it, you're studying it. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're doing all these things, you're drawing conclusions and theories, and then those theories finally lead to scientific understanding and conclusions.
Hey, Black Jesus Minister.
Done that. How you doing, brother? How are you?
Peace. Hey, look, man, we don't need no lecture on methodology.
Brother, hold on. Okay, I'm listening to you for a second, brother, but you going off.
No, I'm just trying to show it up, man. Look,
no, brother. Go ahead and talk. I'm gonna listen to you, then I'm gonna respond to you real quick. Now,
I don't like the way you talking at all, man. You on our channel and you talking down. Listen,
brother,
we don't need a lesson on research methodology, brother. I'm in here for that. That's what we do. That's we built on sound research methodology. So you don't have to tell us what's required in order to come to an honest conclusion. We know that field work is required. That is part of the research. We also know that literature review is required. That is a part of the research. We also know that you have to formulate your own hypothesis. That's a part of the research. We also know that all of that begins with a question. Before you do all the other stuff, you got to ask your research questions. Before you formulate your hypothesis, before you do your field research, before you do your literature review, before you test all your sources and cross-reference all your sources and put them through rigor, and then see if your sources either stand the test of time or do you accept them scholarly sources as they need to be, if they stand on great work. So with that being said, we just want you to answer the question, brother. We don't want to argue. We're just trying to get the lesson learned, man. We don't want to be preached to, because you got the preacher in you, and we respect that. But we just want some answers.
Brother, now what's your name, homie?
It's on the screen.
Brother, I asked you what's your name, bro. I can't.
You can't pronounce it. All right, I help you pronounce it. It is Any Haret.
Any Haret. Now, brother, do you agree with my brother Sutek who just said that he agrees with the other, that he has a problem and an issue with authority? Do you agree with his conclusion, sir?
Hold on, don't misrepresent what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I disagree with somebody using an authority alone to substantiate their premise. That's it. I don't have a problem with authority.
Brother, okay, so you don't have no problem with authority. So if I give you the authority and the authority bases his work and his conclusions on his field work and his research, sir, do you have a problem with that then, brother?
No, but I want you to demonstrate. Because
brother, okay, hold on. Stop. Brother, hold on, bro. Brother, hold on, bro. Hold on for a second, brother. Hold on. Maybe I misunderstood you. And I apologize. Hold on, brother. Maybe I misunderstood you, because you read that definition. When you read that definition, you said that you agreed with the other. And the other was a person, if I understood that correctly, if you go back and read that,
go
back and read that and bring that back up.
I can tell you right now what he said. Brother, he said you appeal to authority.
Brother,
and you cannot have only one source that is not the authority.
brother. Now look, you sitting up here talking about one source is the authority. I
You
didn't
said
brother,
your
hold on,
example.
bro,
I'm saying your example that you used. You said one person.
Bro, hold on for a second, bro. Look here, bro. I'm very good at following conversations, my man. So don't try to come in here and slip up and twist up the conversation.
I'm not,
bruh.
Black Jesus Minister. You just said in your example one source.
Can we speak one person at a time, brother? Can we do that? Now I know I'm not on my platform. I'm on someone else's platform, but I was asked to be here, bro. So that means that I'm the guest, bro. Okay. So if you don't want me to be the guest, if you don't want me on this platform, don't ask me to come to your platform, bro. Now, if I hear, brother, so now again, sir, don't try to be slick and say, now we talking about one authority, nigga. Don't play that game with me. Didn't nobody sit up here mention a goddamn thing about just no one authority.
You just did in your example.
Stop, bro. No, stop it, bro.
You trying to listen?
Bro,
do you want me to rewind it and play it back for you? Do you want me to rewind it and play it back to you? In the example that you was given, you said one source. You said if I give you this guy's information and he does his field research, you don't accept that?
See now,
that's
brother,
what you said,
brother. Now you go sitting up here. Maybe see now you lying. Now let me show you why you lying.
Hold on. Sutek, am I wrong? Did he not say that?
Bro, can I finish?
The only person who heard you say was Bobby.
Let me show you why you lying right now. Because I sat on here and I said, when I mentioned authority, I mentioned more than one authority, brother. I mentioned Dr. James, brother. I mentioned Dr. James Smalls, and then I also mentioned Dr. PhD Nana Darkwa Banchi, an African. PhD.
Okay, yeah, you did mention that.
Okay, so nobody, brother, hold on for a second, bro. Stop.
That's one authority.
Brother, stop. God damn it, bro. Look here, man. Don't give me no damn headache, bro. If I'm the special guest, shut your ass up, bro.
What's the field work that Bobby Smalls has done?
Bro, excuse me, bro. I'm the special guest. You asked me a question. Let me finish it. Then I'm gonna shut my ass up, bro. Now, brother, I'm saying to you, brother, come on, bro. Let me finish.
What's the other?
Sir, I'm not gonna go on. Sir, I'm not gonna go on. I'm not gonna go on to a second and third question.
The other is
you guys asked me, bro.
The other is authors, however, consider it always to be a fallacy to cite an authority on a discussed topic as the primary means of supporting an argument. That's my problem. You using this authority as the primary means of supporting the argument, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on, let me read. Hold on, brother. Do me a favor, brother. Blow that up so I can see that real good. Let me get my glasses on. I want to read that.
The claim is the Twa is where the Bible comes from, where the Bible stories come from.
Oh, okay. So he's saying this now. Is he talking about the Old Testament or the New Testament or the whole Bible?
Well, from what I heard, he was talking about the creation story. So that's the Old Testament.
What is hold on? Is the brother on here that was saying all that?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, is that your words?
Okay, now I'm reading what you got here, my brother. It says, and this from Wikipedia? I don't have a problem. Yeah, it's from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It says, now look at this, brother. It says other authors. Okay. Other authors. An author. What is an author, bro? An author is somebody who's writing a damn book, right? Okay. You understand?
We got three of them. We know.
Brother, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, we hear you, bro. We authors too.
An author is someone who's writing a book. So this conclusion that you're talking about is based from a perspective of an author. Okay. Other authors, however, consider it always be a fallacy to cite an authority on the discussed topic, the primary means of supporting an argument. And brother, I'm going to agree with you on this to the extent of what this means. This is not talking about trying to nullify an authority or to nullify authorities, as I understood you from the very beginning. This is in reference to an author.
Misunderstood. You misunderstood.
Can I, brother? Can I talk without being interrupted, bro?
Yeah, but you keep talking about you the
brother.
Look,
Okay. Who's in charge here, bro?
We all
in charge.
We all in charge.
Okay, then, brother. I'm going to ask you, brother, if I'm talking and you all have given me the floor to talk. Don't tell them don't interrupt me, bro. Or we're gonna have to do this some other time, bro.
Well, let's agree to keep it brief. We'll all keep our
brother. I know. I'm not gonna sit up here and be told. I do believe in time, but right. You talking too long?
You keep trying to lecture to us, man.
No, let's. I
don't care what Baba Smalls say. He's not the authority.
Let's agree to some time. But we're not gonna be biased here, brother. So how much time you gonna give me, bro?
You got 2 minutes.
All right, brother. Thank you, brother. Now, again, brother, this is talking about authors. Okay. So if you are a responsible author, you're not gonna write a book on a subject and only cite one authority. That is absolutely buffoonish and retarded. What book? When an author is going to write a damn book and all he got is one authority in that book that he wrote, that he based all the information on. There's no books that I know of that I've ever read where an author wrote a book based on one authority. Okay. So, dear brother, I agree with you on that, dear brother. So what you're saying is, but it seems the way you presented it to me was that, well, brother, see, I'm that other. So I need you to prove to me more than what I've said, because I don't trust no one author or whatever authority, and I gave you 2, and I can give you more. But yet and still, because we're having a discussion here, you're not trying to write a damn book. You said you respect Dr. Smalls, so if you respect him, and if he backs up what I'm saying, then that bolsters what I'm saying. Now, if you want me to go into some more information, other references, because I am not an authority. Okay, I reference authorities, and I reference more than one authority here, as you guys just agreed with. I said Dr. Nana Banchi Darkwa, Dr. James Smalls, and hell, we can go to Dr. Ben as well, as far as information to back up what I'm talking about. There's information all over.
That's time. That's 2 minutes. Now, nowhere in any of Dr. Ben's published works does he make the claim that you just asserted. Another thing, Baba Smalls is not the authority on the said subject. Blow him out of the water. Now, your other name that you keep drawing, because that's why we saying you're appealing to authority, is because you're name dropping. Name dropping does not result in evidence, does not result in proof, does not result in corroborative information required to determine the outcome of the argument. This is why he's saying that you're appealing to authority. So we look at your last person who you name drop, because name dropping don't mean nothing. I can say Diop, Dr. Clark, Dr. Chancellor Williams, John G. Jackson. I can say, God dang it, a George G.M. James, a Saw M. Hotel, Brother Ankh Garfield. I can say all of them names. That don't mean nothing. What means something is the work, the evidence that we can weigh, scrutinize, and see if it stands the test of the time by using proper research methodology. So again, my brother, whoever the PhD that you use, we know that they're going to use other sourced information, but have you read this PhD's work?
Brother, I have been privileged to read much of their work, brother, and I will.
Okay, I'm asking, have you read the book in its entirety? Yes or no? No. I didn't ask you for a lecture. I asked you a direct question because I gave you 2 minutes. I'm trying to get my 2 minutes in. I'm trying to get my 2 minutes in. I'm trying to be quick.
Brother, I have.
So you read the whole book?
No, I haven't read all of their work and all of their books. No.
I didn't say all of their works and all of their books.
Brother,
I said the one book. What book are you using to source your argument? What book? No.
Let me respond.
Black Jesus Minister. What book are you using to? What book are you using to argue your point? What book?
Okay, now you ready for me to respond? You gonna shut up when I respond? Now, brother, I just told all of you, I said that you can go to the interview that I had with Dr. Smalls, not just me name dropping, nigga. Don't sit up here. See, I don't like slick, dumbass niggas.
An interview is not evidence. An interview is not evidence. We got interviews with Dr. Smalls too. He all over the internet. That ain't evidence. That's not evidence. That's a problem in our community.
Dumbass, bro.
No, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I ain't gonna disrespect you. I'm telling you right now that that's not evidence. That's not evidence. You're not gonna present it as evidence. That's not evidence,
brother. I got other things to do, bro.
We all do. We all do. I'm working right now. You wasting my time.
Brother,
I asked you if you read a book and you can't even tell me that you read the book. No, I ain't read the whole book. No, I ain't read all the work. You ain't even got all the homework. How'd you come into a conclusion? How'd you come into the conclusion? You ain't read all the read. That's what's wrong with your methodology. That's what's wrong with your rep. You believe too much. We done with believing.
Dumbass nigga, bro. Hit that X down there, brother.
You can't. You need to hit the X.
Brother.
The hell you mean I hit the X? No, you hit the X. We don't do that around here, bro.
I'm gonna be quiet, and then when you shut your mouth, bro, and I start talking, you shut your mouth, bro, and don't interrupt I'm talking.
Good, because I wasn't done. So we have established that you ain't read the work. So you can't come to us trying to tell us that this man said this man said that. If you can't quote the PhD directly and give me the source, that ain't good. That ain't good enough. Name dropping is not good enough. That's the problem in our community. You want to come on here and try to lecture somebody and say we playing from the other side? No, we playing from the side of truth. Our ancestors stood on truth. They stood on demonstration, beats conversation. So when we ask you to source up and provide your information, we trying to learn. We ain't telling you to source up to disrespect you. We're telling you to source up so we all can learn. Because if you have information that we're not privy to, we receive that information as such, and we give you credit for that research. But if you ain't done the research, the cross-referencing and vetting the sources, then how the hell you gonna come on here and tell us that Baba Small said this? Go look at your interview, and this PhD said that. You can go look at this. No, we want to see demonstration. We want to hear you show and prove to us that this is this. It ain't that. So I don't give a hell about the goddamn twa saying anything. What I give a hell about is your sources, your methodology. And I don't care what Baba Small say. I respect him with the utmost respect. But that don't mean nothing to the truth. The truth don't care about feelings, emotions, or how you care about somebody. The truth stand on its own. He can say whatever he want to until Baba Smalls demonstrate and show it. To hell with it. And I respect everything he got going on, but that don't mean I gotta respect his say. His say ain't that big of a deal. It changed nothing in my life. Because if I find something that doesn't corroborate with what he's saying, I say what I say, and I say it to him in his face that, hey, Baba Smalls, this right here don't say that. This don't say that. And if I can't say it directly to him, I bet you I get Uncle on the phone and Uncle get him on the horn, and we'll get to that.
All right, can I respond to your silly ass right now, boy? Huh? All right, you be quiet right now with your dumb ass, boy. You just got through saying to the whole world with your dumb ass, you a dumb ass nigga, bro. Okay? You just said, I respect Dr. Smalls to the fullest. Did everybody just hear this dumb ass nigga say that? He respect Dr. Smalls to the goddamn fullest, bro. And then the same goddamn dumb nigger ass breath. Yo, dumb nigger ass breath, stupid ass nigga. I don't give a damn what Dr. Smalls says. I don't care about no authority. He needs to demonstrate. You's a retarded ass nigga, bro. Okay? That's what you call, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? The word gonna come to me, bro. But brother, see, you just a dumbass nigga. You think you know something. You think you smart, but you a flunky, nigga. You a street ass, dumbass, flunky ass nigga. And I'm sorry to tell you all that, bro. Because you sit up here and made an ass out yourself. Okay? You can't have it one way or the other. Because you either respect Smalls and you as an authority, you dumb nigga. Okay? And then if you got a problem with him being an authority, if you got a problem with him being an authority and you want to question his research, then you do just that. Because he is the authority. I'm not the authority with your stupid ass. That's why I'm referring you to the authority with your stupid ass, but you're going to sit up here and tell me that I got to prove his research and everybody else's research who I'm referring you to, bruh. I'm a minister. I'm like an authority, an author with your silly ass. I'm bringing you the information that I confirmed with, and the information that the authorities who did the research that back up what I'm saying in my book and in my ministry, bro. So again, I gave you more than one authority. So you make up your goddamn mind, sir. Either you respect Dr. Small's authority or you don't. And if you don't respect his authority, then your silly ass go contact Dr. Smalls, bring him onto this show, and then you challenge his research with your research. Because you're going to have research, brother, field research, to sit up here and debunk him. And if you ain't got no goddamn field research, you set your little hood rat ass up, nigga. You ain't qualified.
Because you calling me names, and I've been polite. I've been quiet. You keep calling me names. You keep calling me names.
I'm gonna let you call me.
You keep calling. No, I don't call people names. I didn't call you no name. You keep calling me names. I've been very listen. I might have raised my voice, but I ain't call you out your name. And I'm done with you calling me out my name. I ain't finna play that game with you. No, listen to me. You need to listen to me. You need to listen to me. Because I'm not these people you play with on Sonetta. I'm not these people you play with on Sonetta. I don't call you out your name. My name is Sean. You either call me any Harret or you call me Sean. You don't call me no dumb nigga. You don't call me this. You don't call me none of that. What you ain't gonna do is you're not gonna disrespect me. Sissy, that's what you're not gonna do. Now I called you a name. Now I called you a sissy. Now, when I get back to my point is Baba Smalls is not the authority. He can say whatever he wants until he proves it. That's when his word is accepted. And he ain't approved it. You call me a hood, you call me everything. I ain't showed none of that. What I showed you is that it takes more information that you have to bear to prove that the Twa and all that other stuff you kicking, gay Christian, get your ass up out of here.
Man, dude didn't want to. He ain't had shit.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad my damn computer was. Boy, he
didn't have shit. That's why he wanted to do all that.
He can't even ask you now. All he did was slander.
Man, that's all he was doing, man. That's why I let him run him up.
The video I was watching that made me get at him was he brought this article up. Pygmies comprise a variety of ethnic groups.
One lying, boy. Get a little right.
Yeah, he didn't have shit. That's all it was, bro. I thought he was gonna come with this because this is what he was talking about in the first place, but he knew this was some bullshit, bro.
Man, my whole thing is you ask a legitimate question, and then he goes and he appeals to Baba Smalls. But that does not make Baba Smalls right either. Until he goes and can demonstrate that, it don't even matter, bro. Yeah, he been to Africa. He done a lot of work for the community. That's what I respect about Baba Smalls. He built on the continent. That's what I respect about Baba Smalls. But that don't mean his information is 1,000, bro. That don't mean everything he say. Then he turned around. See, look at the saw in the chat. He said Baba Smalls is the authority. What was the other dude that he said? He said Baba Smalls. Then he name dropped another dude with a PhD, supposedly a PhD. He named another dude and said that these people have came to the conclusion that yes, Asar, Black Jesus Minister, said he blamed Baba Smalls and some PhD dude. We gotta rewind back to get to the source. But then I asked him, have he read any information? And he said, no, he ain't read all the information. So how you come to the conclusion? I told you it ain't my conclusion. It's James Smalls. Go look at my interview. Man, you the hell? He called me all kind of name, bro.
Man, I'd have kicked him, boy.
Yeah, he called me all kind of name. Well, I just got out quiet. I was like, look at, I said, I'm finna be quiet. That's why I ain't said nothing. I just let him run amok. I was like, why he finna call me all kind of name? Then I'm just gonna interrupt him, and then I'm just Asar, he said, man, Asar, that's what he said. Just look in the chat. That's what he said, man. He said that. And I'm like, how's you could he's saying the pygmies, creation stories and all of that. That's how the Bible got the creation stories from the pygmies.
He's saying that because of this. The guy created the creator God, Bimbi, created the world, including the sky, the earth, the forest, the animals. Then he fashioned male and female couple. But that don't even make sense, bro. That shit ain't. That's not what it say in the Bible, right?
And
Then Adam get created first, and then later he made Eve. He put him to sleep and pulled a rib from him and made Eve. So this shit don't even line up. And then if you go further, what up?
He's saying that Dr. Smalls was claiming that, and that was substantiating his evidence.
Right.
Like was he trying to say? Was he trying to say that Dr. Smalls was saying that the Twa was saying this or some? Because I'm still confused on what his claim was.
He was okay. Hold on, let me play the video. I was playing the video before he came in. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, man, he's nut.
I mean, that's what he's saying.
I hear what you saying. That Christianity is African monotheism that comes from the first two people, which is the oldest African religion, older than Buddha, older than the Kemetic faith. It is first two people African monotheism. And I am proud to have taught it for 7 years, and that my brother Jeremiah Judah has received this truth, and I endeavor to continue to unite all black people of all other faiths. And this is why I strive and strove to become.
My internet is
the debate champion of the world and the planet. Because Brother Black Jesus Minister is going to use this platform to bring all people together. All right, brother. Listen real quick. Give me a second. Black Jesus Radio, the only unity of humanity. Israelites, Christians, Muslims, etc. Why? Because it is all African, brothers and sisters.
All right, brother. Time is up, man. So I hear what you say.
Yeah, man. Real crazy. Hold on. I'm trying to find a part where he tried to line that shit up with the Bible. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to find where he tried to line that shit up.
Sute. Damn, I think my phone is frozen.
He here. What you trying to do, Sute?
Yeah, that was my shit freezing. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to find where he was trying to line this shit up. With the Bible, God created man, God created this, our God created this and created that.
You got the timestamp?
Yeah, man.
Like, it's tell me what I am. You're a Christian. You subscribe. Hear what you say. I hear what you say. Makes a lot of sense. In the building tomorrow. Y'all don't want to miss that shit. You already know missiles gonna be flying, bombs gonna be dropping. Woo! Man, Rob on and Zion the Lion. Lex is going in tomorrow. That will be at 12 o'clock.
12:30 afternoon, but you will get it. This right here. Okay. Let's go with this one right here. Let's go with this. First clip, so y'all don't say, well, go to the videotape.
Before I get into that, I also want y'all to know that the oldest tribe on this earth are the pygmies, is a pygmy, right? And they have an Adam and Eve story. They have an Exodus story. They have a Garden of Eden story. This is where we get our Bible from.
Damn. See, this Negro nut is so goddamn stupid. He don't even know how he cut himself. He don't get it. And when we begin to explain to him, he's still trying to say, nah, this is the word of God. Dude. Or I cut it up, or no, listen to what he's saying. Don't even know what he's talking about, y'all. Proud Hebrew Israelite who was proud to say he's the one that taught German. Welcome to another Sarnetta TV, Sarnetta Studios. We got Black Jesus Minister on the phone in the building. And I know you probably didn't hear it, but I played the excerpt of Jeremy's story, Adam and Eve. Add on to some of that, sir. And then I explained to the people that it was Black Jesus Minister, that it was.
Absolutely, dear brother. So I know that you are a busy man, and perhaps you have forgotten that that it has been myself, Black Jesus Minister, the Ecclesiastes 3 Christian, as I have introduced myself as the Pan-African, Babylonian, Akkadian, Sumerian, Kemetic Israelite Christian. I have been identifying myself as all of these for 7 years, and here when I first came on Sarnetta Studio. And in my first or second show here, an appearance on Sarnetta Studios, either during the first one or my first debate, which was with Brother Anka Keck, Robert West, the Real Black Atheist, that I then introduced and reiterated that it is African monotheism, that Christianity is African monotheism, which stem and came from the Bantu Pygmy Twa, which is the oldest African people on the planet, where all of us come from, and they were religious and they worship a supreme being. Pygmy Twas all over the world worship a supreme being, and a couple of those supreme being names are Komba, Komba, Bembe, Bembe, Kanu. Kanu is the supreme deity, was one of the supreme deity names in Kemet that evolved from the Pygmy Twa all the way up to Kemet. And Ptah. Ptah is an original Bantu Pygmy Twa name for the supreme god that also was passed on to their children, the Nubians and the Kemetic people. And as I have said many times here on Sarnetta Studios, that Christianity is African monotheism that comes from the Bantu Pygmy Twa, which is the oldest African religion, older than Voodoo, older than the Kemetic faith. It is Bantu Pygmy Twa African monotheism. And I am proud to have taught this for 7 years, and that my brother Jeremiah Judah has received this truth as I endeavor to continue to unite all Black people of all of our faiths. And this is why I strive and strove to become the debate champion of the world and the planet, because Brother Black Jesus Minister is going to use this platform to bring our people together. Look at my logo.
All right, brother.
Black Jesus Radio. Let me say this real quick. 30 more seconds. Black Jesus Radio. The ultimate unity of Kemetics. Israelites, Christians, Muslims, etc. Why? Because it is all African, brothers and sisters.
All right, brother. Your time is up, man.
Yeah, man. Fuck was that? That's why I know this is where he read from, because he said these names.
Yeah, but listen to the mistakes in this methodology. And that goes back to the point of where, you know, where people been stressing, like, this is where you get errors in your research. When you go and you start doing all this extra stuff. Like, man, it ain't even uncalled for, bro. You didn't even read the work. You didn't even read the work. That's why I asked, did he have to do books? That's, I mean, my line of questioning was correct. Your line of questioning was correct. What he didn't do is demonstrate. He didn't come on here and source up. He came on here and started name dropping. So you name dropping these people as if that means something to me. That don't mean nothing to me. The truth don't care nothing about the names you dropping. The truth requires evidence. It requires demonstration. It don't that when you, as soon as I seen you pull up appealing to authority, and he started trying to get upset about you saying he appealing to authority, then he started trying to say, well, I ain't the authority on the account. Well, okay, well then let's go see what the authorities say. Let's read what the authority actually says about this account.
It says, and this is where he got it from, because later on in the interview he said that. He said he got it from encyclopedia.com. This is where I'm reading from. You see it up here, encyclopedia.com, and this is the names he used. Bembe, that's one of them. According to the Kai cosmology, a creator god named Bembe made the world, including the sky, earth, forest, and animals. Then he fashioned the first male and female couple. First of all, God in the Bible ain't fashioning a male-female couple. He fashioned the man first, and then later on the woman comes. So that's already wrong. He later created a young brother. He didn't do all that either. Bembe gave all worldly knowledge and goods to Tanzaka, but Tole consequently stole from his brother to ensure the survival of his family as a totality. Because of this theft, Bembe withdrew into the sky, where he now lives without paying further attention to the world he created. Now, you know, the Bible, the biblical God don't do that. He all in your business. You want to know what you're doing, if you follow his commandments, if you follow his laws, if you're being morally correct according to him. Bembe, he bagged back. He ain't fooling with humanity. So that's already different. Primary twin couple, Tole and Ngolo Bonzo, gave birth to two children whose union later engendered the rest of humanity. Since that time, the three original beings created by Bembe have continued to live in a parallel world that represents the ideal to which human society should conform. The ghosts of human beings, Idio, live in the forest where they lead an endless existence under the rule of humanity's two ancestral spirits, Nzingi, and Ziakoko, whatever that is. Ghosts are neutral toward human beings and act either benevolently or malevolently, depending on how well humans treat one another and whether they show respect for the ghosts themselves. Like this don't sound nothing like the Bible, bro. However, it is believed that those areas outside the forest edge, villages, and rivers are inhabited by foreign malign spirits. In Akka, excuse me, in Akka thought the village is non-human. In other words, it's bad. It's a bad world, non-human world. The forest is a realm of ghosts, and the campsite only, excuse me, fully human realm. So this don't sound nothing like the Bible. We see distinct differences. You have ghosts and spirits interacting with human beings. You see the supreme deity or the creator deity not interacting in human beings in the life of human beings. He don't even matter to them at all. Well, I won't say he don't matter. He bagged back. He has no hand in his creation. Whereas the biblical God in the biblical text is the exact opposite. So this don't make no sense. It makes no sense at all. Let me see. I think I got the other one too.
You got Encyclopedia of African Religion?
Yeah, I got that. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
See if you could pull it up, and then see if you could corroborate anything that Black Jesus Minister said. Because if he relying on Baba Smalls to say that Smalls claims that this is also true, then he at liberty to show and prove. He got a source up too. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I mean? We can't keep taking this hand-me-down information as law when it's incorrect. That was the problem with us when we were religious. When we fell into religion, we just started accepting things for what they were, and we were told not to question. You know what I mean? But even Baba Small say question everything. So if he say something, hell yeah, I'm questioning it because I'm doing exactly what he told me to do. Questioning everything. I'm questioning his methodology, how he came to that conclusion. I'm questioning Black Jesus Minister every time he opened his mouth. I'm questioning whoever he claimed the PhD was that supposedly made the claim that this is also true, which I still don't even know if that's what the PhD said. I saw through a potential book in the chat. It said they might have gotten that from this book called Pygmy Katibu. But we don't know that because Black Jesus Minister didn't read it. So if he didn't read the work, man, he wasn't at liberty to come on here and argue anything. You know what I'm saying? Like immediately, bro, look, listen. Soon he started saying that, and I said, hold on, did he even read the work? Once he said he read some of it. He couldn't even quote nothing out the book, bro. He can't give you a page number. He couldn't give you nothing.
Like you said, he ain't read it.
He ain't read it, bro. He just was talking. He wanted to sit here and then come off and you ask him a couple questions and then you bring up appealing to authority. Then all of a sudden he tried to comfort your neck. I'm in the chat like, hold on, man. He ain't finna talk to us about no methodology, bro. One thing we do know is that we come from up under the Amara Squad, bro. The first thing they preaching and teaching is research methodology. You're not finna come on here and tell me that. Where your evidence at? James Small says it. Look at my interview. The hell? You just gonna throw him under the bus like that over your stupidity. Then a PhD said too, And you know PhD gonna have more than one source. Man, listen, we done seen PhDs in this community make foul claims, bro. Foul claims, like the Olmec kids, like a whole lot of other stuff in history. And is he serious? Does he think that they the only ones with a solution to something? Because they got a PhD? We'd have seen more wrong PhDs than we seen right.
Let me see. It's a big ass book. There we go. See what it says. Problem with this book is I don't think it go into they spiritual belief. Let's read it from the beginning. Let's see. The Twa, known also as the Twa, are one of the ethnic groups among the original inhabitants of the equatorial forest of Central Africa. The forest was granted to them by the Creator as a part of their right and responsibility to preserve the Great Lakes region. When the Creator had distributed all the land to other groups, he left the high mountains and plains around Lake Kivu in Congo, Rwanda, Uganda, and Burundi for the Batwa people to make their home. Standing at a short stature, with red skin and prominent foreheads, eyes and teeth, the Batwa are endowed with the safekeeping of the forest, which provided them with nourishment and medicines and a place for sacred grounds. In this great regard, the Batwa became the guardians of the forest and its primary benefactors. This made the people unique beings in that they lived in harmony with the forest region that enabled them to become specialists in the forest skills. Their hunting, gathering, preparing herbal medicines. Because of this harmonious relationship with the environment, the Batwa lifestyles were rich in song and dance and musical gatherings, which were influenced by surroundings in general. In general, the Batwa utilized an equalized social system based on their understanding of collectivism. That is, they practice a communal relationship with one another, a relationship that allowed them to rely on each member of the community to contribute to the overall well-being of the group. Their collective work and efforts, as well as their unique relationship with the forest, entitled the Kwa to consider themselves as supreme. As a result of their special sense of self, and in an effort to protect it, they worship the spirits in the forest to preserve their special rights. They worship alone. As a result of their special sense of self, in an effort to protect it, they worship the spirits in the forest to preserve their special rights. Don't sound like no goddamn Bible to me.
Man, listen. So let's do me this favor real quick. Go to Google and go to the Twa culture. Google Twa culture and traditions or something like that. Let's see what you yeah, my bad about the keystrokes I was typing. You know I'm working. Let's see what you can pull up on that. All right, scroll down just a little bit.
Hanukkah, minority
Nah,
rights.
nah. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop right there. Hold up. What it say? No, I don't want to use that. Keep going. It ain't no more.
Yeah, no.
Okay, scroll back up and let's change the search. Go to Twa tradition. All right. No. Go to the first one. Go to the first one. Go to the first one. Yeah. I'm trying to see something. Traditionally, the Twa people. Who is this? All right. The Twa people, blah, blah, blah. This is cultural traditions. Okay, keep going down the historical context. Read the historical context for us, please.
All right, let's see. Before independence, a small number of Twa obtained a privileged position at the Tutsi Royal Court as entertainers, and in few cases as executioners. Traditionally, the Twa were forest dwellers as farming and hunting, and as farming and herding. Hutu and Tutsi encroached on and clearing their ancestral forests. Twa were increasingly forced to abandon their traditional lifestyle and culture. On the margins of society, some survived by making and selling pottery. By the 1970s, agriculture and conservation schemes created ever greater pressures on the Twa, rendering many landless without consultation or compensation. In the late 1980s, all remaining forest-dwelling Twa were evicted from Volcanoes National Park, the Nyungwe Forest Reserve, and the Yishwati Forest. As a result of the land confiscation, the Twa have lost much of their traditional forest knowledge, increasing poverty brought on by the loss of their livelihoods, and in turn led other Rwandans increasingly stigmatized Twa as social outcasts. We keep going.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Despite the limited numbers involved, there is a widespread Hutu perception that Twa are sympathetic to Tutsis, reinforced by the involvement of some Twa in Burundi with the overwhelmingly Tutsi army. Very many Twa were killed in 1994 War and Genocide. The Unrepresented Nations and People organizations estimates that 10,000 people, more than a third of the Twa population of Rwanda, were killed, and that a similar number fled to the country as refugees. The situation varied considerably from area to area. In some places, Twa were killed as Tutsi sympathizers or allies, and others, Twa participation in the massacres of Tutsis. UNPO reported discrimination against Twa in the distribution of food and other supplies in the refugee camps. The Twa population were not recognized in post-conflict reparations frameworks in Rwanda. Hold on, let me see.
You can cool it right there.
Yeah, because that might be too late to be doing all that reading.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Now, basically, what I was trying to get at is when you talk about the cultural perspectives of the Twa, and you get into what they were doing around the time, like really, you just surface research. Wiki, like even Wiki, just debunk what you're saying, because You know, Central Africa forest-based hunter-gatherers, and I'm reading this from the Cultural Survival source, who are still to maintain traditional lifestyle, consider themselves to be in an intimate, nurturing relationship with forest. The abundance of the forest is maintained by the sharing between people and between the people and the forest spirits. Also by singing and dancing rituals which ensure the support of the spirits to help them satisfy all their needs. These people do not conceive of individual ownership of the land and resources. People are free to use the natural resources they need and in whatever quantity. Clan membership, friendship, and marriage give individual access to a wide range of different areas in which they can hunt and gather food and other forest products. So when you go and you look at the Twa, bro, you can't fit them into some Abrahamic paradigm and then force somebody else's way of life on these people and then claim that, you know, these people have always been this, that, and the third. That's just not true. It's just not true. And you know, it's a sad day when we succumb to the ignorance of other people who don't even really study the traditions and the culture, but result to name calling or name dropping as if they're the authority. You see what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, I could say Unc, Assad, and Garfield. What does that mean? What does that mean? You know what I mean? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing to scholarship. He talking about scholarship, respect. Who? Man, people in the academic field don't really know who Baba Smiles is. He has no written work or published any written work. That's one of the things people have been begging him to do. Is that a knock on him? Do we shame him for that? No, we ain't got to shame him or present it as a knock on him. But when he goes, guess what goes with him? Whatever he could have been right about. And then everything that he was incorrect about, we got to correct. Cause y'all hear me? Oh, okay. You said hold on. All right. But that's just the doggone truth, man. Straight up and down. That's why we don't appeal to authority. I wish I had the book on me. It's in Philly, but I'm sure that the Pygmy Katabu is the source of the connection with the Bible. Pygmy Katabu. Okay, hold on. So I think I might have some too. Pygmy Katabu. Let me see if I can help us. Book by Jean-Pierre Hallett. He got a PDF. It's on Amazon. I think he do got a PDF. It was written in 1974. PDF download. I don't know about this site. But this go back to the point right here, like, man, Black Jesus Minister should have this book. If he gonna argue that, or anybody gonna argue that, he gotta have this. He gotta have some the source. He gotta see what the source saying, man. He ain't even want to do none of that. Pygmy Katabu, a revealing account of the origin legends of the African pygmies. Jean-Pierre Hallett with Alex Pele. I don't trust this site for this PDF, y'all, so I ain't gonna mess with it. I'm try to see if I can find it somewhere else. I find it somewhere else, then I can share it and everybody can have it. You can comb through it. Or you can just get the book. It's on Amazon. All right, hold on. I'm reading the chat. He said it's a racist and pseudo-scholarly work. It has good information, but a lot of bad information. And that's usually what we get. That's usually what we get. It's 434 pages. But if we can get a legit. But yeah, it's worth us reading the book and giving its just due. I mean, if we really trying to just get into dismantling, falsehoods, and then we can, eat the meat, spit out the bones. But I ain't finna rock with no, cause somebody else said it. I'm done with that. Excuse me. I'm done with because somebody else said it. That don't mean nothing. Somebody else said it. Oh yeah, this dude. Oh yeah, no wonder you said it's racist. This dude here ain't playing no games. The Catawba dude. The pygmies. I'm looking, y'all. I'm trying to find a PDF. A good one. This white dude don't look too good, too trustworthy either. He look like what's that other dude name? I can't think his name. Linking ancient pygmy cosmology to enduring myths, symbols, and rituals of Africa, Australia, and the Americas. This is an article written in academia by Judith Mann. She probably sources this book. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, my whole point is that dudes, Black Jesus minister always disrespectful. It's just how he talk. And he always try to talk down on people when they pose a question to him that he really can't answer. So you gotta really be careful with him. You trying to learn because he ain't gonna teach you nothing. He ain't gonna teach you nothing. He couldn't even give us a source. He couldn't even tell us where to actually go to vet the information. He just basically want us to cross-reference hearsay and or cross-reference he say, she say, he said, she said. They the ones with the information. He shouldn't have came over here like that because Sutek asked the man to come over here to demonstrate his claim based on what Sutek had heard him say on another platform. And then when he started talking about the method, everybody want to talk about, look, if somebody got a problem with us questioning the methodology of people, y'all blame Messiah Motel. He get all the credit for that. Because I always quote him when he always say this: I don't care nothing about your information. All I care about is your method. Because what's in it don't matter if your method ain't right. And Christians, Muslims, Hebrews, even these new Comedics and all the other people, they get mad when you question their method. Like, how did you come to that conclusion? We need to know. Because you arguing the hypothesis as if it's an actual conclusion. It's like it's a fact. Or I mean, it's crazy. And we see the error in our ways when we do that. It's just disingenuous information. You can't call it scholarship because it ain't scholarship. It's just disingenuous information. That man done cussed me out, called me all kind of hood rats. He called me all kind of niggas, cuss words. Man, he went in on me, man. And the whole time, call him out of name, not one time why he did all that. But that's what we got to do. We got to start pushing back on these people, man, with this information. We have to push back on these people. We can no longer accept hearsay, or he say, she say, or some feel good information when we trying to teach our kids the truth. If we arm our kids with ignorance, that's what kind of performance we're going to get out of them. An ignorant performance. We get them the truth. They will be able to use the truth and the tools used to come to the truth effectively that will help them build a better, neighborhood, community, or whatever they're trying to do. They can no longer be subjected to the ignorance of mankind from up north. All that old pseudo stuff. I don't know where Sutek at. He done dipped out. It's a temporary. Are you back?
Yeah, I was looking for. I found another one. This is from. Where is this from? Ethnic groups of Africa. Let me see. It's basically saying the same thing, though. The Batwa are pygmy peoples who live in the forest and savanna plains stretching from Uganda in the north down along the lakes region of Central Africa to Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. In addition, there are Batwa populations scattered in Botswana, Angola, Zambia, and Namibia, where they have adapted to living conditions in deserts, swamps, as well as their more familiar forests. In 2000, Batwa numbered around 80,000 in total, and in some of these countries, they represent significant minorities. Like other pygmies. My shit, please. Damn, man. Yeah. Like other pygmies, the Batwa have been dominated by their Bantu and Cushitic neighbors and speak their languages. Most Batwa speak Kirundi and Kinyarwanda, the languages of the Hutu and the Tutsi. In Rwanda and Burundi, the Batwa make up 1% of the population in each country, and due to the heavy demands for farming and grazing land, much of the neutral forest habitat has been lost over the last several centuries. Like other pygmies, little of their culture still exists. The Batwa are thought to be among the oldest living groups connected to whatever that is, culture dating back some 25,000 years ago. They seem to have lived in a widespread area before the Bantu expansions, starting in the second millennium BCE and lasting with different waves and patterns into the first century CE. The Batwa, as hunters and gatherers, helped provide meat and honey to the Bantu and trade for iron goods and agricultural products. In some situations, the two were able to develop a symbiotic relationship, and the Kumba of Angola and the Southern Democratic Republic of Congo have brought Batwa into their mass societies. Let me get that out of the way. Very among the mass made and worn at special occasions are those that represent Botswana with noticeably large heads, large bulging foreheads, and wide nose, called Bawoon masks. They are worn at funerals of important men who belong to the initiation societies, the secret societies right there. In the colonial period, Botswana society began to unravel in a number of places. Their hunting and gathering skills were less and less needed. Their natural habitat was quickly cut down. Botswana began to gather on the outskirts of Bantu towns and villages and become a source of menial labor in often very abusive terms. They were generally ignored in the post-colonial developments, and their communities still suffer today from the lack of schools, electricity, water, medical treatment. Missions missions did not seek them out, and today it is estimated that only some 7% of Botswana are Christians. The largest number of them adhere to syncretic apostolic forms that combine Christian beliefs with indigenous systems of belief, or still follow indigenous, mainly Bantu forms of belief. Botswana have been able to preserve some of their specific cultural practices, such as dances, songs during social gatherings. Hunting was banned in the 1970s, and though Botswana men still know how to make bows and arrows, they have been persecuted and jailed for continued hunting. In the fighting between Hutu and Tutsi in Rwanda in 1994, the Botswana suffered greatly, and some 30% of Botswana in Rwanda died at the hands of Hutu Interahamwe. Hold on, man. Let me close. They start turning it up outside. What was that? According to UN Office of Unrepresented Nations and Peoples, some 10,000 Botswana were killed in the Rwanda genocide, and another 8,000 or 8 to 10,000 fled to nearby countries. Botswana communities suffer from problems of alcoholism and are treated with contempt by their countrymen. In 2007, it was reported that with no source of income, over 40% of Botswana in Rwanda earned a living through begging. The majority are illiterate, and many Botswana children drop out of school due to harassment by other students in the classes. And the UN Office of Unrepresented Nations and Peoples states that 91% of Botswana have no formal education. Botswana women are subject to harassment, including sexual harassment from Bantu men. A source of income and of cultural identity is pottery making. However, the swamplands where the Botswana have enjoyed joint rights, joint land rights for centuries with Hutu farmers came into danger starting in 2005 when plans to develop rice plantations emerged. In both Rwanda and Burundi, the Botswana are not legally recognized, have no representation in government, and have no land rights. In 2009, Burundi began the process of bringing the Botswana into the government in an attempt to finally deal with the situation. In addition, a number of different organizations have taken up the cause of not only the Botswana but other pygmy people in Africa, such as such as ACT and Empowerment, based in Washington D.C. and Uganda. I don't speak French. The CAURWA in Kigali, Rwanda, and Pygmy Survival Alliance, Seattle, Washington. See nothing about no Christianity in there nowhere, but you know they ain't really talking about their spiritual beliefs like that. Also, yeah, that's a little information on them. I'm still trying to find where these biblical parallels come in at. I don't see that. Let me see. Let's try this one. Umbuti is a mythology of African Umbuti, pygmies of the Congo. Let's see. The most important god of the Bambuti pantheon is Konvum, a god of hunt. They are hunter-gatherers who wields a bow made from, two snakes that together appear to humans as a rainbow. That ain't how the rainbow was made in the Bible. All right. After sunset every day, Konvum gathers fragments of the stars and throws them into the sun to revitalize it for the next day. He occasionally contacts mortals through Gore, a thunder god who is also an elephant. So we have different deities recognized. So right off the bat, that's not monotheism. Or a chameleon, similar to the divine messenger used by the Orisha of Yoruba mythology. Konvum created mankind from clay. Black people were made of black clay. White people were made of white clay, and pygmies themselves made from red clay. He also created the animals that are needed by the hunters. Arabati is a lunar deity and skyfather. In some sources, he was said to have created humanity from clay instead of Konvum. Toure is a god of the forest who supplies animals to hunters. He is also a thunder god who appears as a storm and hides in rainbows. Don't sound like Christianity. Don't sound like the biblical text. Most importantly, Toure appears as a leopard in the initiation rites. So we got initiation rites. The first pygmies stole fire from Toure. He chased them but could not catch them. And when he returned home, his mother had died. As punishment, he decreed that humans would also die, and he thus became the death god. Ain't even trying to pronounce that. He's a child-eating giant. And this guy is a dwarf who can change himself into a reptile. And then Butu soul is called a Megbe. When a man dies, his son places his mouth over his. Okay, when a man dies, his son places his mouth over his to draw in part of Membe. Another part inhabits the man's totem animal. If the son does not inhale the Megbe, or the totem animal is later killed, it may escape into the forest where it becomes a semi-visible being called Lodi and lives forever with others like it. Children of the forest. We might have to get that. Yeah, see, I ain't gonna get into all that right now. I'll read that later. But yeah, man. Dude don't got a leg to stand on when it comes to that.
Nah, he ain't got no leg to stand on, no voice to speak out on. He think because, you know what I'm saying, people who with the shenanigans allow him to talk the way he talk to people and say and do all the things that he's saying do over there on somebody else's platform, that people gonna just accept and respect it. Nah, man, we cross-reference sources over here, man. You know what I mean? We gonna read over here, man. We been taught to read, bro. We ain't been taught to sit here and accept just that old same old talking, man. We ain't on no street corner where you can just gonna keep on talking. We gonna call it how we see it. Man called me a hood rat, man. But he the same one arguing. He arguing from ignorance.
Oh shit. Yeah, man, dude didn't have. He ain't had nothing. He ain't had shit. If so, he would have. He wouldn't have came off with that.
Brother. Man, the fuck out of here with that. Brother. I ain't calling you dumb, but you sound stupid. What?
Right. Like, the fuck kind of passive aggressive ass disrespectful comments is that?
Brother. See, you arguing from the other side. See, you dumb Negroes ain't gonna never know nothing. You just gonna let this white man just have everything. What?
They got to do with the work, man. Come on. I'm trying to let him get all that shit out, so hopefully we can finally got him to pull something up.
Man, he ain't pulling nothing up, man. He ain't pulling nothing up. He ain't talking to you. He ain't pulling nothing up. He out. He ain't got no gun. He ain't got nothing in the chamber. He just started throwing a gun.
Let me try that.
That's what he always do. You know what I'm saying? That's why he like, oh boy, he be over there with to just let him just run amok. You know what I mean? So he can tell the person that he arguing with to hold on, I'm gonna let you talk. Nah, he gonna keep you know what I mean? I ain't with that feel good, homie. I don't need to feel good about nothing. Man, our people did what they did when they did how they did it. We ain't got to sugarcoat it.
Oh, that's the book he's talking about. Nah, dude.
That man called me all kind of names, though, bro. I was just sitting here like, for real, man. All I said is you can't sit here and argue for somebody and you ain't ready to work, man. You ain't did no work on this, bro. And then you admitted that you ain't did some stuff. Then you gonna holler out that you did read. What did you read, man?
Nothing. The Africans who wrote the Bible. Yeah, nah, man, I ain't fucking with it. Let's see what we can find out from this person.
You just on your channel?
Yeah.
I thought you was on Facebook Live. I was about to say Facebook didn't get all that.
I should have went there on my Facebook.
Man, cut me out. I was over there laughing too while he was cussing. I like, yeah, you know what, man? Let me quit playing with this dude before he think it's okay.
Yeah, man. I don't see nothing from him. I'm trying to see his credentials.
And I don't trust nothing coming out of that platform, man. If the Amara Squad ain't on the platform, man, I have serious doubts. For real, don't nothing come out of that platform but more ignorance. I just have serious doubts, bro. Like, what are we trying to learn? And I even said that. I was nice to him when I said, man, we here to learn. I said that. So if you got information we ain't got, man, we want to learn. We want you to put the information up and demonstrate. Listen, brother, You sound stupid like a little hood rat. You sound like them old stupid niggas in the hood. You ain't old dumbass. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he sent me that book in my inbox. I'm telling you, send me that shit after you done left. You should. Go back and play.
So, I hear what you say. I hear what you say. To me, makes sense.
With Facebook Shops, your customers can easily browse and buy on Facebook and Instagram.
It's a
But the question I have for you, Black Jesus Minister, is why do the Hebrew Israelites constantly disrespect African people when you yourself comes along later on saying things like the stories come from the pygmy people? I don't get that. Why do ISUPK say things like that, brother? Go ahead. You got the floor. I'm just asking you questions to see what's up with this.
In fact, our first show on your program was entitled "The Bootleg Convict Israelite," or the convict bootleg Israelites, such as One West, ISUPK, GMS. They are a demonic cult of Negro nut self-haters who deny that the Israelites are African and want to claim that they are Asiatic, right along with many other black religious organizations who want to deny being African, such as the Nation of Islam, such as any other black person who subscribes to Islam, not just the Nation of Islam, but even the Orthodox Islamic black people, brothers and sisters, and the Moors, who are going around here and are still suffering from the vestiges of slavery and colonialism, and which taught us to hate ourselves and to deny being African.
Call it the Holy Bible, indeed the Word of God.
Look at all that he say. Hold on. He paused real quick.
God? Yes, sir.
Listen to all that he said. He said that same thing over here. He said the same thing over here, pretty much minus the other stuff about being African. He didn't say that over here, but he said that, you know, what people is allowing and things of that nature. No, bro. Okay, you have to be a little bit more tactical with what you're saying, because you're misinforming people. And the only people that are confused here still have a slave mentality of mind is the ignorant, which is what he possessed when he administers his information to anyone receiving it. You know what I'm saying? And he really think he teaching, and they looking at him like, you know, a majority of the people look at him like he a joke.
Crazy.
Go ahead, play the rest though, because some people ain't heard.
So no.
I say it is the Word of God.
Stop. That's all I ask you. Let me finish. You said the Bible is the Word of God, but yet you tell us the story come from the Twa, come from the pygmy. I'm quite sure the pygmy, I'm quite sure that the Twa or the pygmy people did not use the Word of God, did not worship the same God that the Bible is trying to get the people to follow, brother. Come on, brother. You got to understand that these were a rainforest people, that these brothers was in the rainforest. You see? And that they never really had a religion like you may think the Bible is, brother. That was not their religion. So clear this up for me, brother, because you're confusing the hell out of me right now.
All right, dear brother. I'm going to try not to confuse you, and I'm going to break this down very slowly, brother. I said, as a matter of fact, the so-called three Abrahamic faiths are really not three Abrahamic faiths. They are three African Hamitic faiths. Okay, I'm saying to you that Christianity, Islam, and the Israelite faith is African monotheism, the worship and the acknowledgement of a supreme deity over all of the lesser deities. This African monotheistic worship of a supreme deity is found in Vodun, is found throughout all of Kemet, is found in West Africa, East Africa, South Africa, going all the way back to the Bantu Pygmy Twa worship of a supreme deity under different.
Hold on, man. This dude keeps saying monotheistic. So I think we need to see what that word actually means, because I don't think he's using it in the right context. But we just seen what the Botswana people believe in their culture. It's not just one deity. So monotheism is the belief in one God, not I believe in this God. No, belief in just one God, that there is no other God. A narrower definition of monotheism is the belief in the existence of only one God that created the world, is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient, and intervenes in the world. That's a big one too. That intervenes in the world. Now we already seen that the Botswana people, in their culture, the supreme or creator deity does not intervene in the world. He created the world, he created everything in it, and then he stepped back. So that's, by this definition itself, they are not monotheistic. A distinction may be made between exclusive monotheism and both inclusive monotheism and pluriform, which is pantheistic or panentheistic monotheism, which, while recognizing various distinct gods, postulate some underlying unity. Nothing like what these people talking about. I just wanted to say that. Let's go back to video, see what else he's talking about.
Tribal and cultural names talking about the same God. And the book of Genesis creation story is almost word for word, or almost tat for tat, the exact same story of the creation story of the Bantu Pygmy Twa. That Komba, Bimbi, all these are different names of the same God, created the first male and first female, created the earth, they created the universe, created all of the animals, and made them out of clay. And this story is not exclusive to the oldest human beings on the planet, the Bantu Pygmy Twa, who built this story. This Genesis story is told throughout all of Africa, slightly different, and has evolved all the way up until what we have now, which is the African Bible from the African Israelites, just as Black Jesus is also an African Israelite.
All right, brother Black Jesus. When you really study the Bantu people or the Pygmy people, you will really come to find out that they were atheists. They didn't believe in a God that you will believe in a God. Number two, you keep talking about African monotheism. Brother, there was no such thing as African monotheism at a point in time, in earlier time, because in different aspects, in different positions of Africa, the continents, they had different gods. They wasn't all worshiping and celebrating and praising the same God. You had one part of Africa that would say Unkulunkulu, which means one God. You had another part of Africa that would say Shakumpo, which means one God. You had another part of Africa that say
he got that from Ankh.
You see, which means a different God. So they was.
Yeah, he got that. He got that.
Yeah, he got that from Unc, because Unc sent him a saw work. So when he said Kulu, that's a saw work.
Yeah, I wonder where he got, because he don't know nothing about that.
He reading. Look at him. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
Yeah.
They were celebrating this.
One God, everybody fall up under that umbrella, like the Europeans, like the Bible, like you say, we following Jesus. They was not all following the no damn one God, brother.
The only man that came along later on in the, I think it's the 1400s, was Akhenaten. Akhenaten started that monotheism crap. You see what I'm saying? He started that stuff. But way before that, brother, there was many African gods, and they wasn't celebrating one God. So let me ask you, how can, and you ain't addressed it yet, why are you not following the pygmy instead of the Bible? Why would you choose King James Version instead of going right to the goddamn root? Throw that King James Version in the goddamn garbage, because you have just admitted that the Bible comes from the story of the Torah. So why not go right to the Torah instead of using that goddamn King James Version, using the white man version, brother? Answer that question for me, sir.
Now, dear brother, if only we only had the stories of the Bantu Pygmy Torah, that would cover just the book of Genesis, Son Letter. Okay.
Okay.
So what you got to understand is that the evolution of mankind, the evolution of civilizations, and the acts of God throughout all of humanity did not stop and end with the Bantu Pygmy Torah. It started with the Bantu Pygmy Torah, and it continues with us to this day. So the evolution and the work and the handiwork of God and his interaction with mankind started with the Bantu Pygmy Torah and evolved from all Africans who evolved from the Bantu Pygmy Torah, who recognized that the Bantu Pygmy Torah were their mothers and fathers, including Kemet, who took on two of the Pygmy Torah names as the supreme deity, Kanu, which was originally of the Pygmy Torah, Ptah, which was originally of the Pygmy Torah, and the Egyptians honored them and called them the Ptah people, or the people of Ptah. So now you can sit up here, something like you just did, and ranted for 3 minutes just saying stuff off the top of your head and don't know what the hell you talking about, and make a false statement that he didn't worship no supreme God. You just saying stuff, brother, and you know you just saying stuff.
So you're telling me that there wasn't many gods in Africa?
Bro, no, listen to me, bro.
You're saying that there was all, the whole, you know how big Africa is, brother? You know how many continents in Africa? You're saying they was all, you know how many cultures in Africa? You're saying that they were all praising the same God? Brother, what is you talking about?
Did he say how many continents in Africa? Oh, no. I'm tripping.
You saying that there was all, the whole, you know how big Africa is, brother? You know how many continents in Africa? You saying they was all, you know how many cultures in Africa? You saying that they were all praising the same God? Brother, what is you talking about, Black Jesus?
Okay.
Come on, but then you say I sound stupid by saying that. Go ahead, brother.
Now let me
explain it to me.
Okay, listen, brother. The African monotheism is the foundation of the majority of religions throughout all of Africa. And I will prove that. I'm going to do some reading over here. And I'm going to give everybody web links to go and look and see what I'm talking about and what I'm reading to make sure that I'm not lying if you give me the time. Brother, the people spoke different languages, different tribes, different cultures, different nations of Africans spoke different languages. You can have 1,000 languages in one nation, okay? because of 1,000 different tribes. But just because they're saying the supreme God in different tribal, national, or ethnic names, they're still talking about the same thing, brother, the same concept, okay? And that concept is a supreme deity who created the lesser deity. So yes, there were other gods, but these other gods, including mankind, was created by a supreme deity, and this creation story is all over Africa of a supreme deity creating the lesser gods and creating the earth and humanity, dear brother.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah. I'm surprised you ain't catch me when I said how many continents in Africa. That was crazy. You ain't catch that. But what I want to say to you, my brother, is that why not go to the root, though, Black Jesus? That's all I'm asking you, brother. Why not go to the root for your source instead of going into
brother,
the King James? No, don't cut me off. I ain't cutting you off. Why not just go to the root? Because are you telling the people right now that the pygmy, that the Twa people came with the story of the creation story, or you saying the story of the garden? Which one? Which story that you saying they came with first?
You talking about from the Pygmy Twa?
Yes.
Yeah, the book of Genesis in regards to the creation story and the creation of mankind.
So you saying that the pygmy story is about creating Adam and Eve and putting Adam to sleep? Nigga, stop it. That they had a man by the name of Adam and they had a woman by the name of Eve. Stop, Black Jesus. You making yourself sound foolish right now that the pygmies and the Twa came up with the story of Adam and Eve and they put Adam to sleep and they took out a rib and they created woman, and then Adam came and said, I'm going to name you. What, brother, what is you talking about? What the hell is you trying to do, man? See, you become like the white man that's miseducating our people with this foolishness, brother. What is you talking about? Show us some sources, brother, that the Twa was talking about Adam and Eve and all of this nonsense.
Sure. Now again, dear brother, like I said, let's not get twisted about the different cultural names, okay? Now, again, the Bantu Pygmy Twa had different tribes because the Bantu Pygmy Twa spread all over the world. All right, they were the first people to leave Africa. All right, so you not only had Bantu Pygmy Twa in Africa, you had pygmies in Europe, Asia, Australia.
Answer the question I talked about, brother, about Adam and Eve putting them to sleep, taking the rib, creating woman. Answer that,
brother. I am. And what I'm saying, since the Bantu Pygmy Twa was spread all over Africa and all over the world, their cultural languages and the names for this and that were not always the same. Now, everybody go to encyclopedia.com and type in Pygmy religions. Pygmy religions at encyclopedia.com. And you will see the list of some of the oldest Pygmy Twa tribes and their gods and their religion. And the first tribe is called the Aka, A-K-A, Aka. And I'm reading this right now. According to Aka cosmology, a creator god named Bembe, B-E-M-B-E, made the world, including the sky, the earth, the forest, and animals. Then he fashioned, then he, not no she, he, Brother Sarnetta. That's why Brother Polite and any other fool sits up here saying.
Who did you say again created the world? Read that part again.
Okay, it says, then he fashioned.
Who?
Bembe, the god Bembe,
so
the
now,
supreme creator god named Bembe.
So let me ask you, do you believe that story that Bembe created the God the world and not Jesus or not God? What story you believe? Bembe or you believe in the Bible?
I believe in the African Bible, which is similar to this story right here, sir.
Okay, so
that
stop.
a
So
supreme
stop.
deity-
So what I'm asking you, Black Jesus, is why are you lying to our people? Why are you putting on a white face when it comes to the Bible instead of saying God did this? Why don't you just say Pygmy? Pygmy did it. Teach our people the truth, Black Jesus. Teach them the truth instead of saying Adam went to sleep and he created. Well, who was the name for Adam when it comes to the Pygmy people? Hold on, answer these questions, because I'm going to show you how dumb you sound. I'm going to show you how silly your ass sound. See? Because I'm going to deal with the basic information and the simple information. So now when you say that this was a story that come from the Twa and the Pygmy people, who was Adam and who was Eve according to the Pygmy people in that story, sir?
All right, now, brother, again, you're saying you want me to sit up here and say that the Bantu Pygmy Twa people said that they were the ones who know. I'm reading religion.
Who do or the story? Which one?
Brother, I believe both of them, because both of them are very similar, brother.
Nah, brother,
Brother,
stop.
no,
Jesus,
that's you, bro.
You're straddling the fence,
Bro.
brother. But I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Thank you, brother. Both of the stories that is in our African Bible and what the Bantu Pygmy Twa is saying the exact same thing.
What is African Bible at?
I don't know. I know that shit ain't saying the same thing though, because all right, hold on, let me quit. You see Adam and Eve, Genesis 1.
You got the Twa cosmology?
Yeah, I already read it. I'm finna
Right.
read. I read it again. Hold on. Yeah, I read it. Hold on. Let me get to this. This is
Make sure you ain't miss nothing, man. Maybe you miss Adam and Eve in there.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me check how this Adam and Eve story go first. This is the account of the heavens and the earth when they were created. When the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Now no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground, but streams came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. Then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground. So dust, one was dust and one was clay. This is dust. And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. So that's Adam was created in this 5th verse. You gotta go all the way down to what? The 18th verse, to where the Lord God started even thinking about making Eve. The Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a helper suitable for him." So the woman is made as a helper. The man is the primary, and the woman is made as a helper. So, all right, let's go back. Let's see where we can find. I'll read this one more time real quick. All right, according to the Ka cosmology, a creator god named Bembe made the world, including the sky, the earth, forests, and animals. Then he fashioned the first male and female couple. That's not the same. That's not the same automatically. So you out of there. Just by that alone, like I don't even have to keep going. Just by that alone, you out of there. But Keep going. The first male and female couple, Tole and Ngolo Bonzo. He later added a young brother, Tungzaga. Bembe gave all worldly knowledge and goods to Tungzaga, but Tole subsequently stole them from his brother to ensure the survival of the family as a totality. Because of this theft, Bembe withdrew from the sky, where he now lives without paying further attention to the world that he created. Now, if anybody know the Bible, then we know that don't line up. Get that out of there. The primary twin couple, Tole and Ngolo Bonzo, gave birth to 2 children whose union later engendered the rest of humanity. Since that time, the 3 original beings created by Bembe have continued to live in a parallel world that represents the ideal to which human society should conform. The ghosts of human beings live in the forest, where they lead an endless existence under the rule of humanity's 2 ancestral spirits, Nzangi, Nzangai, and Ziakopoko. Ghosts are neutral towards human beings and act either benevolently or malevolently, depending on how well humans treat one another, whether they show respect for the ghosts themselves. So you got forest ghosts, and they could be an ally or they could be an enemy, depending on how you treat them and how you treat other human beings. That's crazy. That's not in the Bible. You can get that out of there. However, it is believed that those areas outside the forest, including the forest edge, the villages, and the rivers, are inhabited by foreign malignant spirits. I can never say that word. In Akkad thought, the village is a non-human world, which is a negative thing. The forest, a realm of ghosts, and the campsite, the only fully human realm. So anywhere outside of the forest for humanity, says these Batwa people. Forest is impregnated with vital principles, from these, either by initiation again, or by inheritance. An individual may appropriate the spiritual power that will assist him by blessing his various endeavors. However, bad spirits are attracted to malevolence and slander among human beings. So if you act evil, quote unquote, evil spirits or ghosts will be attracted to you. The evil that individuals may wish upon each other is the cause of human misfortune because it provokes the wrath of the spirits. You don't see this in the Bible. I ain't even gonna go no further. We don't see this in the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible. So, all right. You listen to it a little bit more.
Only the small details of the difference, the name of the God, and so forth and so forth. But it's almost the same. And I'm gonna read it again. According to Akkad cosmology, the Akkad pygmies, the AKA, a creator God named Bembe, B-E-M-B-E, made the world, including the sky, the earth, the forest, and the animals. He did, and this is the same sequence that's in the Bible, that God created the world first,
and that God created nature and the animals. And then after God created the animals, then He created man last.
Now, I'm not arguing that. That's not my argument. Here's what I want to ask you.
Hey, pause it real quick. What if we have archaeological evidence that precedes God's creation of animals? We ain't got no 6,000-year-old animal. We got animals way beyond 6,000-year-old.
Yeah, trees older than 6,000 years old.
Man. All right, go ahead. Let them teach us.
Go ahead.
I'm showing you how this is so similar.
So what I'm asking you, Black Jesus, I'm gonna let you keep going. Is that story first? Is that the first story before the Bible? That's what I want to ask you. Yes or no?
Brother, yes, brother.
So why not use Bimbi instead of Jesus? Why not use that story, throw the Bible away, put it in the trash can where it belongs? Because now you know where the original story come from, right? Check.
Okay. Now, okay. No, listen. Now, here's my question. I'm going to do exactly what you said, son.
Go ahead, brother.
Now, I'm saying there are thousands of pygmy languages and thousands of different names for the pygmy god, the same god that they're talking about. So which of those 1,000 names should I pick out, son?
That's not even a question I asked you, brother.
No. But that is the point. So my point to you is, listen, bro. I'm saying for you to sit here and say use Bimbi, that's just one of 1,000 different Bantu pygmy names. I'm not gonna sit up here and kick myself in the butt.
Right. I love the European so much. I love that European so much that I don't want to use that African name. I'm going to use that King James version. I don't want to use. See, stop saying pygmy out your mouth if you're not going to subscribe to it. Stop it. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Now listen, brother. The name. So even the Comitics did not use the name for the supreme God. Well, they didn't use all the names. They used some of them. But the names of God evolved, bro. It doesn't matter. It's just culture and evolution. It's just our way to describe. So the name that we call God is really only a description, because actually God does not have a name. All the names that we come up with God are just descriptions of God. God does not have a name, and that's another topic.
Your time is up. I'm gonna get back to you. Do you eat hamburgers?
Yes, brother.
Would you eat a hamburger if you had the opportunity or choice that's 50% meat, 50% something else, or would you eat a hamburger that's 100% beef? Which one would you choose, sir?
Brother, I have eaten both times, bro.
I'm asking you a simple question, Black Jesus. Would you buy? Stop. Let me ask you, brother. Will you buy a hamburger that's 50% beef and listen to my other 50% something else? Other than beef. You don't know what the other shit is. Or would you buy 100% beef hamburger, brother? Which one would you buy?
I would prefer 100%, brother.
Okay. Would you buy a 50% Frankfurter, or would you buy a 50% Frankfurter with some other stuff mixed with it to make it a Frank? Which one would you buy?
I would prefer the full, dear brother.
Thank you, brother.
The complete.
So what I'm asking you is, would you prefer the original text?
This is Treat Cupcake Bar, and this is David, the owner. For 10 years.
Would you prefer the original scripts of where the Bible come from, or do you want to take 50% of the shit, or you want the original? Which one would you subscribe to, sir? You can't take both. That's not the question. You got to choose one. Which one would you take?
Okay, so Netta,
here go the bullshit, y'all. Here go the bullshit. Go ahead.
Brother, if we say dog in English,
that's not the question, brother. I didn't ask. I'm asking you a question, sir. You answered the first two questions real good. Now the third question is,
sir, didn't you say we're going back and forth on that?
Yeah,
You're cutting me off, brother. Stop it, goddammit. Okay? Because you started it by cutting me off. Then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to be hanging up the phone because I'm cutting you off. Okay?
Go ahead, brother.
Now, bro, I am saying to you, sir, culture and language is something that is diverse all over the world, bro. You must deal with it. You can't run around and slap everybody upside the head and make everybody speak one damn language and say one word to describe one thing. That is impossible. That is asinine, bro. So if we say dog in English, and that's not even our African language, and we're speaking English because that's the language that everybody understands over here right now, listening to this show, I'm not going to run around and you're not going to run around and slap Hispanic speaking people and telling them to shut up. Shut up. It's not pedro, it's dog. Stop saying pedro. We're not going to play that kind of game, bro. And it's time for the Black conscious community to elevate themselves and not to sit up and wallow in silly arguments, bro. That's a silly argument that you're making, Sonetta. Okay? Let's go.
How could that be silly, brother, if I'm asking you a simple question?
So what did I just say?
Listen to me, man. Listen to me, brother. I'm asking you a simple question, and you have not answered it. Do you prefer the original script, or do you prefer half of the script or someone else's story? What story do you prefer to live your life by? The original script, or where the Bible, or talk about the script that, the Bible? Which one? That's all I'm asking you.
All right, brother. The original script, so now listen. The original script is not just the book of Jesus. The original script and the evolution and God's time goes all the way up the time throughout human history, all up until the Israelites, all up until now, bro. All up until Jesus, all up until now. You and I are part of history, that may be in somebody's book down the road somewhere, bro. Okay? So my point is, if you don't stop at the Pygmy Tribes, then you don't have the rest of the history of God's interaction with African people, including the Cometics, where Christianity came from. So if you stop that off, you cut off Kemet and all of the other civilizations, the great African civilizations that gave civilization to the world, you cut off all that history, Sonetta. And I'm not going to do that. And I don't want you to do that.
All right. I'm frozen right now, but I don't know if y'all want me to keep it going or stop it and come back. I think, let me see something. If it'd be able to show a slide or something. It's not even going to show. Yeah, it shows a slide. But, damn, let me see. Because I'm frozen on the screen. So, do y'all want me to start over or just keep it going? I'll keep it going. Fuck it. Well, let me show the people. Some of the people who, these are the Pygmy people that Black Jesus is saying that where the scriptures come from. These African brothers right here. You are looking at the Pygmy, the Twa people. Here we go. Here they are extracting honey from one of the honey trees. They extracted some honey. These are the Twa. These are the Pygmy. Look at them. Beautiful African people. Yet and still, they, not Black Jesus, but other Hebrew Israelite groups, bang on Africans. Bang on them. Because I want to let y'all know what Black Jesus Minister is telling you is absolutely true. Part of it is true when he's talking about the Pygmy was first with this. I'm not disputing was they first or not. My argument is, why are you subscribing to the Bible once you know that some of the stories come from here? That's the argument I'm going with. And I think he don't understand that. That's the argument that I'm going with. Why are you still subscribing to King James? Why are you not making that leap all the way over to the African culture? That's the argument that I'm coming with, not the other argument. So what I'm going to do is, this will be part 1, and I'm going to come back, y'all, within 3 minutes with part 2. All right? Peace and Black Power. Thank you for tuning in.
At home with Robert, retired burglar and family man.
Season's greetings. I'm celebrating with my homemade eggnog because Simply Safe Home Security is having a huge sale.
We live, Black Jesus. Go ahead. Keep talking. We live.
What I'm saying, Sarnetta, is that Christianity is Kemetic. It comes from Kemet. It comes from the Canaanites, and it comes from the Kemetic, from the Kemetic people. Kemet. And the reason why, see, you're hung up on the change in cultures, but the African culture always remembered where they came from, who their people were, and they revered them, and the Kemetics did the same thing. They revered the Bantu Pygmy Twa people and called them the people of Ptah, or the Ptah people. All right? They almost worship these people to a certain extent, okay? But the Bantu Pygmy Twa, they lived in the forest, all right? They wore grass skirts and lived in huts. But the Kemetics, who also worshiped a supreme deity and took on the names of their Pygmy Twa fathers and mothers for their supreme god, such as Ptah and such as Kanu, okay? They built civilizations greater than the Bantu Pygmy Twa. They had the pyramids and gave civilization to the world. So just because they came later and the knowledge of God evolved to them, then if we dismiss their history and their language and their culture that did talk about their forefathers and their foremothers, the first human beings on the planet, the Bantu Pygmy Twa, we would be missing that history. So all the history of Africa, all African history and interaction with God must be told and must be given to the people.
Okay, Black Jesus, I don't think you really understand my what I'm talking about. I hear what you're saying, but if you're gonna make statements like Christianity is Kemetic, but still refer to your Jesus as Jesus, still refer to these apostles of Paul, still refer to these people as Michael, I have a problem with that, because you know that this is where Christianity come from. So if you're saying that Christianity come from Kemet, if you're saying that the stories come from the Twa, brother, throw the book away already. That's all I'm saying, because just like you got that Bible, you got the Egyptian book coming forth by day and by night. You got so many stories in the Kemet. Why are you not studying that and throw down that King James version, brother? Why is that so hard for you to understand? All this stupid stuff you talking about, oh man, I'm blessed that God came and he gave it to us in English. No, God did not give it to us in English. It's totally different. We are not talking about no damn man by the name of Jesus in Kemet. We're not mentioning no damn man by the name of Paul, Luke, Aaron, Michael, Jacob. We are not talking them names, brother. What the hell is wrong with you? And we don't have stories in Africa talking about God is going to kill a man for pulling out and putting the sperm on the floor or the dust or the ground. We ain't talking that crazy stuff. We ain't talking about if you don't believe in Kemetic science, we're going to rub doo-doo all over your face. We ain't, come on, man. That's the European stuff, brother. What is you doing, brother? What is you talking about?
Now, brother, what you talking about is a bunch of ignorance, okay? You are ignorant of the scripture as hell, Sarnetta. You black, conscious, unconscious brothers and sisters who sit up here and hate the Bible and spew the silliness that just came out your mouth. And that goes to Jabari, too. So, Jabari, all that silliness and goddamn ignorance that you've been spewing about the Bible, and you've been thinking you've been beating people up about your issues with the Bible and Bible scripture, is meshed in pure ignorance, bro, okay? Now, brother, I don't have time. We don't have time. And I will take time with you. all of the issues that you just named, and even Jabari, all the issues that he named about the Bible being misogynistic, and I think I ought to deal with you about the Israelites eating doo-doo cake. You know what I mean? I mean, all that goofy stuff that you unconscious, conscious Negroes continue to trade among yourselves in supreme ignorance, bro. You think it's true, but it's ignorance, bro, and it's false. Now, brother, let me finish reading the creation story of the Bantu Pygmy Twa. Again, encyclopedia.com.
Notice he will never get down to the part where they talk about all the other deities and the spirits, the forest ghosts and all that. Notice he never go that far.
The Pygmy is called the Pygmy religion. And the Aka, again, the Aka says, according to Aka cosmology, a created God named Bindi made the world, including the sky, the earth, the forest, and animals. He then, not she then, he then fashioned the first male and female couple named Tole and Ngolo Bonzo. Okay? Tole, T-O-L-E, and Ngolo Bonzo. So these are earliest and perhaps the most original name, just because the name has been changed from Tole and Ngolo Bonzo to Adam and Eve. So what, bro? That's just culture and language. Culture and language changes all the time, brother, even before our very eyes and our face right now. Okay? Let me read one more. Now, that was from the Aka people, the AKA people. Now you got the Baka people telling the same story almost the same way. The Baka, B-A-K-A. And what does it say? Certain religious concepts held by the Baka are similar to those of the Aka. Several terms are also employed by both groups, but are used to designate different aspects of their religious life. According to Baka cosmology, the god Komba, K-O-M-B-A, Komba created the world and all its creatures. He, not she, he is part of a divine family that includes his sisters, a culture hero named Beto, and various offspring. In this complicated mythology of these creatures' function and many facets and so on. I'm going to stop right there. But when you go through reading through all of these creation stories, there is a supreme God that created the first male and first female, and it created them out of clay. Exactly what the Genesis story says, that God made the fashion, the first man, first woman, out of clay or out of earth, bro.
All right, thank you. See, I don't think you get what the hell I'm talking about. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing the history of the Twa. You missing it. And I'm quite sure, because this is the smartest chat room on YouTube. And I know they know what the hell I'm asking you, and they know what I'm saying to you. You just got through saying it's talking about how the Twa was even creating humans and all of this stuff out of the clay, how they shaped and molded them, right? It's the same story.
No, God did it. They said God did it.
Right. The Twa saying that God did it, right? Now, is this the first story before there was a Bible? Yes or no, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Because this was told orally. The Bantu Pygmy Twa people in their beginnings and even today, this is oral history that was
right.
There was until there was the
right.
first.
All I did was ask you, was this the first story? You said yes, right?
Yeah, this has got to be the oldest, brother. The oldest people on the planet. These stories have got to be the beginnings of the book of Genesis, brother.
So here's the question for you. Here's the question for you, brother. Because you are a school teacher, this is your occupation. So I'm asking you, now that you read the story in the Bible, is it fair to say that the Bible has plagiarized?
Yo, that's enough of that, yo. Y'all want to have some fun? See, that's what I was watching last night while I was lit. Super saucy. This ish was hilarious.
Accompanied by Brother Johnson. Before there was a Shaka outpost.
Wait. Let me go back.
Shaka Moles, accompanied by Brother Johnson.
Before there was a Shaka Atmos with his powerful side-locked vocalizations.
What we did back then was great, you just don't know. Let me show you the past so your future can look bright.
Before the multilingual Nuwapic lyrics of Brother Polite. Even before the Moorish Egyptian rhymes of the pills.
All about racing with these black cars. They wouldn't put my face on these black cards. They wouldn't put a link in my back.
There was
years ago, the Pope commissioned Michelangelo.
Wow. You just give him a microphone, turn him loose. His voice is undeniable.
Every time that man hits the stage, he is always bringing it and bringing it hard.
Hey, yo. He said, I got a message from the curly-haired Jesus. Oh, man. And then the R started rolling.
But things didn't always come easy for this Kemetic R&B sensation. His father, a Christian preacher, charged him with the great responsibility of sailing to North America to teach Black Americans about the greatness of Egypt. In Jesus' name?
So I want to ask you a question. What led you to the Kemetic understanding, to the Kemetic theology, to the Kemetic culture? Because none of us were born into it.
True.
What led you to it? We all were led to it by some circumstance. What led you?
Well, I may be the exception to the rule. I was born into it in this wise. My father, he was a Christian minister. And he told me later on as I grew up that I was born specifically for the mission of introducing our people to the Nile Valley culture.
When Baba Haru arrived in Harlem as a young man, he struggled with finding a way to reach his people, to teach them about their rich ancient past. So he decided to become a
which is music.
What's on mute? Hold on, man. Let me...
The great one, the mighty one, my brother, my big brother, Bob. I love you, brother.
That takes care of the rebels.
You haven't won yet. I suggest you let my friends go.
Yo, that was crazy, yo. Hold on, man. One more. One more. Yeah, Jody gotta get this pseudo purge going back up, man. Let's see what we got. I need a good one. Oh, all right. So Mika, since you in the chat, I got one for you. I got one just for you. let's go.
The day of the Geechee is gone, boy. And you going with it. We can't let nobody go on believing we all fools like you.
Is it gay? No.
Somebody just said no. So it's not gay. It's not gay if a man wears a dress. You wouldn't look and be like, that's gay.
Because
He said it's not gay for a man to wear a dress.
Assad said it's not gay. I'm gonna make that
No.
a snippet.
Should I get him? Should I get him? Oh, look at this.
Hold on. Can't let him do a side like that, man. Let's see what gay is. A homosexuality. Get back to that in 1 second. This ain't gonna be but a couple of seconds. Homosexuality is romantic attraction, sexual attraction, or sexual behavior between members of the same sex or gender. A sexual orientation, homosexuality is an enduring pattern of emotion, romantic, or sexual attraction to people of the same sex. It also refers to a person's sense of identity based on those attractions, related behaviors, and membership in a community of others who share those attractions. So technically, wearing a dress does not make you a homosexual automatically. I mean, we see many comedians wear dresses, whether we think that's wrong or right. That obviously does not automatically make you a homosexual. Technically, homosexuality is sexual behavior or sexual attraction to someone of the same sex or gender. Come on now, man. They said that like they cut them for real or something. Back to it.
With the woman to. Oh, no. Who is sucking whose titties over here? Last time this brother felt oppressed, it was in a bucket of KFC. Extra crispy. Every time it goes to SeaWorld, they pay him. We gonna be on that new diet, Slim Slow. We go outside with the red shirt on the kids in the neighborhood say, hey, who they? Yeah, man. I better cut his man ass open and bleed chocolate milk. What would you do for that bar? Now we know what he can give a drink, don't we?
When that story came out from the Department of Justice on you white people and what you did in Ferguson, white people should have been on their knees to apologize. That's right. White people should have said, man, what is wrong with us? White people should have said, is something wrong with us?
Yes, I am a dog, and so are my people.
Then here we are in the Midwest, in Missouri, and we get these black people in our city under our control. They in poverty, and what do? We extort and rob and incarcerate them and put false charges on them and destroy them even more than they already are.
Yes, I am a dog, and so are my people.
You are incapable of having mercy, man. Do you feel any culpability in the mass murder of the Aborigines in Central and South America?
Yes, I am a dog.
Wait, did this fool just say aborigines? What the hell is that? Come on now, hold on. Let me bag back. Let me bag back. I don't want to take the risk of not having my audio on, so I'm going to reshare the screen.
You are incapable of having mercy, man. Do you feel any culpability in the mass murder of the Aborigines in Central and South America?
Yes, I am a dog. And so are my people.
Like I said, son, anybody that want to debate us, we look forward to the debate, brother. Whatever. You know what I mean? Bring them. I don't care who you bring. Listen, resurrect Dr. Ben. Bring him. Okay? Bring Dr. Clark. Bring him. What's that other old cat? Not Ali Muhammad. The other Muhammad. Some other Muhammad. I don't know. Bring them all. Bring him too. Bring all of your scholars. All the Muhammad's. Bring the whole Muhammad tree down. We want to go to war with knowledge.
But let me tell you something. Racism is loving your own people. It's putting your own people first. And that's the most righteous thing on the planet. If I take care of my son before your son, so I'm a racist? If I take care of my brother before another nation?
Right on, brother.
Yo, that's crazy. One more. There's one more for real, and I'm out of here, man. I want to be able to get a movie in or something. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh no. Oh no. This is a quick one, so I might do one more after this. But this is a good one. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah. I actually know him.
You know Young Pharaoh?
Yeah, I actually know him.
Like physically?
Yeah.
Shit. What happened with Young Pharaoh?
Actually, I seen one of his recent videos, and I seen how he was talking about the Dwayne Wade situation, and I'm like, why would you be talking about situations like that, knowing that you fuck around like that too? And I'm like,
nah, go ahead, my bad.
And I'm like, normally I don't get on lives and I don't do shit like this or whatever, but I'm like, why would you talk about shit like that and bashing the LGBT community when you get down like that and you do shit like that yourself?
Oh shit. So you met him before, you got down like that with him before?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They are parasites in a planet. Earth is the host. Whatever entity, whatever frequency, whatever deity is encompassing their husk. Okay, and it seems to be able to come into their husk, or it seems to be able to take over their body easier than it's able to take over other people's body who have carbon, melanin, and spirits. All right, so they are inhabited by a malefic force that are utilizing the pain, the suffering, and the oppression of the original man, woman, and child, and the mineral kingdom, and the animal kingdom, and every fucking kingdom on this planet. They are crushing that shit and feeding off of the energy of the sorrow. So
First of all, we must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. Now, if I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract. See, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
they're operating on an alpha, beta frequency, utilizing the alphabet, which is a spell casting language. So the European understands ancestral worship. Whatever deity he prays to, he feeds them through blood sacrifice. He becomes stronger like that. He takes advantage of certain portals that like full moons, new moons, alignments, and he feeds whatever deity that they were summoning in Europe in order to feed us as Moors, right? Whatever entities, they summon up these entities. They do rituals to feed these entities, and then they utilize these entities to do work for them. Similar to the shit that you saw on I Dream a Genie. Remember I Dream a Genie? Yeah. She would summon the motherfucking genie. Then the genie pop up, and the genie said, "What do you want me to do for you?" So they know how to harness energy. They know how to harness these entities, and these entities are working for them because you're not working for yourself. You niggas are spooked out and you're scary. They got white people all up in Louisiana doing that magic and work. So don't ever think for a day that these motherfuckers are not into something in the unseen realm. Look, science is magic, because I could call China right now and you will not see the intelligence or the ray of light leaving my phone. Doesn't mean that nothing is taking place, because a nigga from China will pick up the phone like, "You'll pay now." Okay? That is a form of that. You can't explain that. Okay, so there are all kind of entities that you cannot see. You can only see the spectrum, 10% of the spectrum of life with the human eyeball. So you don't even know what the fuck is around you. You don't know what's around you. So I said the manipulation of the elements, but the manipulation of energies. You're seeing this shit taking place, man.
So, do not misinterpret the chauvinistic.
Give to the United Negro Scholarship Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to develop without help.
Allow me to expose my colon once again. The ramification inflicted on the incision placed within the fallopian cavities serves to be holistic, taken from the Latin word jalapeno.
The boy said jalapeno. Hey, yo. I ain't about to play this whole one. I just want to hear Brother Larry go in on this dude. Damn, what's old boy name? Michael Edwards. Yeah. Dude is
Rhythm. Yeah.
Shook keyboard gangsters better run in the house. We're pointing you out. Name and shame, the exposure. Salute Sarnetta who keeps his composure for the people. Spend his time running around getting that information worth hundreds of pounds or thousands. The dead presidents gather around, contribute to the cause and stop being a clown. He's in the hood near you with the cannon to shoot it up. True warrior, his heart don't pop. No fruit punch. Red, black, and green for the information. I'm a
all that shit is bullshit. You understand? But you can't have a serious conversation with people and tell them that the thing they believe is bullshit. You understand? So you have to entertain them in a serious way. But I refer to the story, not to what I think about the story or if I believe the story is true or not, just according to the story. Listen, first of all, let's do this right now. This is make sure you sign it up. Make sure you splice this out and post this up today, right? Now, this is a personal message to Michael Edwards, right? Michael Edwards is trying to utilize brothers in order to make a name for himself, right? Michael Edwards is trying to stand on the shoulders of individuals that he thinks can support his bullshit, right? And what I mean by that is that he's trying to stand on your shoulders because of the platform that you have and the doors that you open, and he's trying to stand on my shoulders because he thinks that I have standing in the conscious community, right? What Michael Edwards fails to appreciate, though, right, is that not only does Brother Larry not have any standing in the conscious community for your dumb ass to be talking about, I'm ducking you, you fucking fool, right? But I don't believe none of that bullshit, right? Now, this is my man Red Pill, and that's my man Blue Pill, and that's my man Sarnetta, right? You understand? My name is Brother Larry, right? I am a brother named Larry, okay? There's no mysticism about that. There's no spooky, esoteric, higher forms of knowledge that no one else has. You understand? This is common fucking sense, right? Here I am in Harlem. When you look around Harlem, you see brothers and sisters, right? Now, when you see other people in Harlem, you have to see, well, why are these other people in Harlem? Business, migration patterns that they also have absolutely no control over. You understand? Because we did not fabricate this community. It was orchestrated and we migrated to it, right? This is why you see black people move from community to community over time, but they don't control these communities, right? Now, individuals like Michael Edwards who have agendas, right? And he wants to unleash his personal opinions on the community for personal gain, right? Guys play the church, play the piano in church, you know, those pseudo-gay type individuals, right? And yes, I'm saying Michael Edwards is pseudo-gay. The reason I'm saying Michael Edwards is pseudo-gay, number one, he played the fucking piano in church, right? And I've known very few real men that play the piano in church, okay? Now, I'm not saying that all men who play the piano in church are gay. I'm saying 90% of men that play the piano in church are gay, right? Now, I'm saying that, right? And I dare somebody who play the piano in church that's not gay to say I'm telling lies. You understand?
Do you remember what we had that discussion on the phone about? What he was trying to say that he
Now, Michael Edwards wants to wants to have a biblical conversation with Brother Larry, right? And I kind of let him on because I wanted to catch his ass out there. You know, a fish don't get caught till he open his mouth, right? So I threw the little bait out there, and like the gay fish he is, he went right for the fucking worm. You understand? I'm like, oh shit, is that easy? You understand? Look, first of all, nothing about the Bible, Michael Edwards, is fucking real. It's an orchestrated fabrication designed to produce an effect in society, which we commonly refer to as control. You understand? Now, that said, I really need you to understand, this is why you have congregations of people centered around that book, okay? Congregations of people. That means you have somebody organizing groups of people around a fucking book, around the story contained in the book, around the idea that if we get together, we can accomplish something, right? That's just a mechanism for control. Now, you want to debate me on the validity of those mechanisms of control. All I'm saying to you is I come from cultures where those mechanisms of control did not exist.
Whoa. Yeah, that's enough, bro. That's enough right now. You're going in too right. Call my man a gay fish. Oh, we gotta do a show with a compilation of all the pseudo shit that's done been said throughout 2020. Put that shit all together for the recap. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that for next month, the beginning of next month. It's been a lot of crazy shit been said out here. But man, I'm about to get up out of here so I can finish the rest of my night. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Odabo.